So one of the more underrated individual rivalries in the WNBA is actually that of Nalyssa Smith and Angel Reese. Like, you might say, oh, but like we saw what Angel Reese did to Nalyssa Smith. We did. We did, in fact, see what Angel Reese did to Nalyssa Smith on that fateful day. The only time the Sky have beaten the Fever since Caitlin Clark has been there. They are 8-1. And unfortunately, that one game happened to be where Nalyssa Smith decided that she forgot how to play defense. Where she's chose not to play defense. Nalyssa Smith too small to Angel Reese, and Angel Reese destroyed her. That being said, the next time they played, it was a absolute massacre. It was an absolute massacre for the Fever against the Sky, and Nalyssa Smith absolutely outplayed Angel Reese while Angel Reese chased while Angel Reese went and chased a double-double when they were down 30. And she came in the game and she got her double-double down 30 by scoring on Victoria Saxton, which was definitely an interesting thing to see. But yeah, look, it was all in all a mad thing. But this is hilarious. Nalyssa Smith on live types in NA, and as you can see here, Nalyssa Smith blocks Angel Reese. Nalyssa Smith blocks Angel Reese is in fact one of the things she was searching. That is just objectively hilarious. That is hilarious. And like, this is no disrespect. Like, Angel Reese, realistically, it could be Nalyssa Smith's freaking Super Bowl. Because that's where her name's going to like go up. And I'm going to be honestly, if we're being real here, Nalyssa Smith, her career was on a downwards trajectory. I thought she had an iffy season in Indiana. I don't think she was horrific in Indiana. I thought she had an iffy season. I thought I would have been still okay with her coming back to Indiana as a bench player. And then she went to Dallas where she was terrible. And then somehow they got a first round pick for her. That being said, like, Vegas won a title with her as a starter. Ups and downs, honestly, as a starter, but has some big playoff games. Especially, she stepped up big time in a couple of those games against the Fever. She outplayed in 2 out of 5 games. She absolutely outplayed Natasha Howard. But yeah, so her career is now at a stage where, is she an all-star? Probably not. But at the same time, she's won a title as a starter. But it is a very funny one here. You've got Nalyssa Smith blocks Angel Reese. So obviously, look, she's fine in that clip. She's fine in that clip, and she's using that. They do the most in Angel, as they should. As they should at the top of the key too. Like, I mean, Nalyssa Smith cooked Angel Reese in... I can't even remember what happened when they were in Dallas, honestly, but I just remember Nalyssa Smith absolutely cooking Angel Reese when they were in... when Nalyssa was still in Indiana. Like, Nalyssa cooked Angel in that fateful, was it 30th of August game? 31st of August. That fateful game when Kennedy Carter was out injured and Indiana won in embarrassing fashion. In absolutely embarrassing fashion. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm going to be real here. It is, like, this is a funny situation. She know well, Angel damn well be cooking her. That's being said, Angel cooked her once. Instead of watching finals highlights, her most recent searches, her blocking Angel Reese. We told you Angel's players best ever. Yeah, absolutely. Do people not realize more people watch them against Angel Reese so they play harder? They absolutely do. Like, no one's ever... By the way, yes, this was the game. This was the game where Angel Reese absolutely made a mockery of Nalyssa Smith, especially in that fourth quarter. As you can see, her highlights, half of them are probably in the fourth quarter, eh? Yeah, the last 6 minutes of the game, Fever up 12, and Angel Reese just goes on a tear herself. Like, that was a Nalyssa Smith problem. But how does she probably shoot a free throw? Hey! Is that not a proper way to shoot a free throw? But his takes back to Gilbert Arena said that he had Angel taking out an Angel when she was on the cover. It seems a lot of what he said is true. I don't really know. But at the end of the day, it is one of those things where, yeah, no, like no shit. No shit players. Just like at the end of the day, players probably are happy. Like players play their best and come out and play their best games against Caitlin Clark. Guards do. Guards absolutely do. Like that being said, we're now in a situation where players are going to play their hardest in games that people care about. And no matter what people want to say, players absolutely do. Players absolutely do try harder when it comes down to it about when it comes down to it, playing against Angel Reese. And that's a good thing. That is genuinely a good thing. At the end of the day, look, it's not it's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal. People are like, oh, using it as taking a shot to take a shot with Nalyssa Smith. Yeah, I don't think it really makes any difference. At the end of the day, it is it's just a fun thing with rivals in sports. And I think the WNBA is a little bit of a problem of like taking things a bit too seriously at times and then not, focusing on what really matters as in the sports side of it. Not focusing on the real rivalries that matter, like position versus position. There is good positive things that they can do in terms of like, growing the L game and making sure players care about certain teams, certain players, and the league just hasn't been doing it. And people are like going at Nalyssa Smith for this. I'm like, hell no. You get your best. You want players to give their best. And if it coming up against Nalyssa or Angel Reese is a motivator for Nalyssa Smith to get that, you can somehow get the version of Nalyssa Smith that was supposed to have been a superstar, which let's be real. Like Nalyssa Smith was meant to have been a superstar coming into the WNBA. At worst case scenario, she was meant to have been a star. Like people were talking about taking her over Ryan Howard. Like when she was expected to ascend to All-Star territory after her rookie season. But clearly didn't. But yeah, it is a fun one. So what do you guys think in the comment section below? Do you guys care about this? Do you guys not care about this? Do you guys think this is a bigger or lesser deal than I'm saying? Maybe it could be nothing. But at the end of the day, I think it's just funny. And I'm looking forward to seeing the next time Angel Reese faces off against Nalyssa Smith, lads. I'm looking forward to it.